However, I wanted to end on a really, really good note for our final topic, guys. And I think you guys will
Yes.
find this absolutely brilliant because when I saw this today, I was like, "Holy mother, this is epic!"
Yeah.
The Creator is a little movie from jumping from one, movie to another. Rogue One, Gareth Edwards. He's doing The Creator. This was made for $86 million. It looks better than any Star Wars movie. It looks better than Marvel movies. It looks better than anything. Oh my God. This looks incredible. And I don't know if Culture, because you've got the screen and you're in control of it, if you could just pull up some of the trailer there at all, mate. Because the trailer is just exceptional. It's not
What is this?
Pull up the trailer.
This
So
is Gareth
a little
Edwards making the best Blomkamp movie we've had in years.
All right, I gotta look at the trailer. I'll be right back.
I'm just picking at it. It looks pretty good. It looks decent.
Right. It looks, the fact that they made this for $86 million, and you'll see, guys, you'll see what we're talking about. But this makes it, the thing which is hilarious here is in the interview, which we'll get to in a minute. I want you to see it first. But we'll get to the interview because in the interview, they reveal why it was so cheap. And you know why it was so cheap? Because they didn't have loads and loads of crew that they were paying for. These films, their budgets get super inflated. I mean, Katie Sackhoff recently revealed that the budget for the catering on The Mandalorian was more than the budget for Battlestar Galactica, wasn't it? Overall. Just the catering on The Mandalorian.
Wow.
I mean, she might have been a little, kidding, but still, even if she's being a little hyperbolic, she's not wrong, right? Because
no, she's not.
And I just tweeted out yesterday because The Rock, I guess, is getting some $50 million payday for some movie he's got coming up here. And I'm like, in what universe is The Rock worth $50 million a movie? And then you see Fran Drescher out there screeching at the top of her lungs about Bob Iger and them guys making $40-50 million a year. It's like, these guys, look, I hate having to stick up for the freaking CEOs of the studios and going, yeah, they kind of earn and deserve that kind of money if the movies are making money. And that's the thing. Iger can make even more than that if the payouts are hit with certain things in his contract, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, the number one thing that makes these budgets so high is paying guys like The Rock $50 million. And those are the actors. I don't see The Rock going, you know what? I'm making way too much money. I'm going to take 30 million of that and I'm going to give it to the rest of the cast.
Yeah. Or crew or catering or whatever.
Keanu Reeves. He is the only one who has ever done anything like that. Tom Cruise is the only other one close.
Stunt crew and
here's one for all those who think I hate Tom Cruise, because doesn't Tom Cruise buy like cars and shit sometimes for his crew? Exactly. I was gonna say he's the only other person I've ever heard of doing anything like that. There may be a few more, but they're a rare occurrence, because that's the thing that bothers me with this whole freaking strike thing.
We're getting off on a tangent. Let me bring it back.
George Lucas bought Tim Rose a Harley.
We're getting off on a tangent. Mute this. I just want to show the visuals here. Culture, you got to mute it because it has copyright music.
We got it. We're good.
So this is The Creator, guys, and when you're watching this, just press play. When you're watching this, guys, just think to yourself, $86 million. $86 million.
Yeah.
86 million. Fucking $86 million.
Look at that. Look at those robots.
No, it's better than that.
No, I know. It's just
$86 million.
And this is a Disney movie. There you go.
Well, it's E1, but yeah.
Oh, it's
20th Century Fox.
Look at it. This looks better than anything that's been made recently.
It looks cool.
Well, you want to know what else didn't? Another reason why it probably didn't cost more than $80 million is because they didn't go in for a ton of reshoots and have the CGI guys. Exactly. These guys actually had time to work on this. This is the other thing I keep hearing is, the reason the CGI is coming out looking like crap and still costing a fortune is because they keep having to redo everything.
So just go on a few frames. Pause.
Go
back one more. See the frame. So go frame by frame if you can.
Use the arrow button.
No, not the arrow. It's
dash or whatever you call it.
So what they've done really well here. So Gareth Edwards, has a history of VFX anyway, right? But what they've done, one, which is in the interview, which we'll pull up in a second, but what they've done really well with this is that so one thing which really lets VFX down and cheapens it a lot is when live action interacts with the CG world. But they've done really well here is on a lot of the robots is it's just the half back, literally, the sort of back end of the head, the skull. But what they did really, really well, and you'll see it later in the trailer, you can just play it now, is when these figures interact with the robots. The textures are amazing. They've nailed it. Like I don't know what to tell you. Look at it. 86 million. I've got to keep repeating it because it begs repeating because, again, it begs the question, what are they doing with the money when you've got Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones, $350 fucking million.
Possibly even more than that.
You can see through the ear holes here.
I know.
Well,
It's
and I mean,
so
hopefully this
good.
isn't a Deadpool situation where we find out later that they get sued by some special effects crew or something like that. But no,
look at the arm.
yeah, but I think honestly, what I think it is that they planned this. Gareth knows what he wants going into it. He's a visionary. I like his special effects style. The only problem I had with Godzilla 2014 is they didn't show me enough Godzilla. Which, I mean, dude, you got some great shots and other things in there, but show me some more of the monster.
Look at the wide shots on all of this. Then.
Yeah.
Keep playing it, Culture, mate. Like you want to look at all the wide shots and how everything goes. Like they're really playing it up. Like you see everything.
No, he's got a great eye for how to show you stuff. So,
this feels like a district movie.
Well, it's what I said. That's what I said.
No, I mean that's what it looks like.
It's like I said, it's Gareth Edwards doing his best Neil Blomkamp. Yeah,
it looks amazing. September 29th, I'm their opening day.
Yeah, I'll be seeing it.
I would encourage you all to
look at that tank.
I know. This is so good. Oh, it's amazing.
And that's the other thing I was going to say is,
so CG, live action, the interaction, the textures. They've nailed the textures.
The lighting is a big part of it too. Yeah. They got the lighting nailed, which is very difficult to do with CGI. But that's why I'm impressed with some of these guys like Blomkamp, like Edwards, who knows how to express to their teams what they want. Because clearly they're getting exactly what they want out of them visually.
Well,
and that makes all the difference in the world. Yeah.
Let's get rid of this trailer. Let's get back to that interview now, Culture, because speaking of the teams, that's why this was so cheap. And he says it in the interview. So yeah, let's pull that one up there, Culture. And just scroll down and you'll see what he says about how they shot this film. So scroll down there, buddy. So here you have it. If you do a low budget film and you write the pros and cons out of having no money, you just swap them over when you do high budget films. Everything that was easy becomes hard and everything that was hard becomes easy. So the ultimate goal is how do you get both things easy? It's not as simple as just doing a mid-level budget film. So what's the secret? We were guerrilla at times. We got down to just a few of us. Few of you filming this entire movie. We went to the top of the Himalayas and it was just me, John David Washington, a camera guy, and Jim Spencer, who was the line producer on Monsters. We didn't even have sound at times. We went to Indonesia, Nepal, Japan, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. And I was really impressed with Oren, who took over from Greg Fraser. Greg Fraser does a lot of the DP work on, I think it's Denis Villeneuve's films, if I remember rightly. Oren's a real future rising star in the DOP world. He's a super smart. He's got a great eye. And I was shooting a lot of the film. They shot this on Sony cameras, not cinema cameras.
Wow.
They shot this. Yeah, I can't remember. You're gonna have to. They shot this on not standard cinema cameras. I can't remember where it was, but they literally did it on like
Sony Raw.
I can't remember what it was.
Well, I think, like cameras you can basically go on Amazon and get.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. But yeah, no massive crazy rigs. this entire thing was shot just as it was. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So it was shot on a Sony FX3. I think.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which Sony FX3. So for argument's sake, Sony FX3 is a £4,000 camera. So it's like what, $4.5, $5,000?
Yeah, $5,000. Yeah, $5,000. Yeah,
$5,000 camera they shot this movie on, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Goes to show how much fucking wastage there is at Disney. Although this is 20th Century Fox, so you could say it's Disney. But they obviously didn't know what they were doing with this. They obviously just said, yeah, just go make that shitty film that you want, Gareth. Because he would never have got away with doing any of this if Disney were actively involved in this movie and actually cared about it. Which goes to show a lot of the things, right? When we talk about movies, and I've said this before, Alien was such a good movie because the studio wasn't involved. They thought it was a B movie, a B horror movie. They didn't care. They left them to it. The executives left them to it. The moment they realized it was something that made money and moved forwards, that's when they started getting involved. But Alien is a cult classic and is so good, quite literally, because they were just left to their own devices.
Star Wars
is another one of those. Yeah, and this is another one of those movies. I think personally, looking at it, $86 million shooting on a bloody $5,000 Sony camera. I mean, he was well left to his own devices to do this. He was just like,
I can
go make that. Go do it.
I can get this whole bundle that they used to film this on for under $5,000 here in the States. Just order it from Amazon. It's madness.
Hey, there you go, culture for your movie.
There you go. Well, I may be making this purchase.
Absolutely crazy.
I love Gareth Edwards. I'm glad that he's doing this. It looks great. We had Tim Rose on, who anybody that doesn't know who that is, he lives over in the UK. But he's the one who played Admiral Akbar in Return of the Jedi, in The Last Jedi, Rogue One. But he said when he was on the set of Rogue One and stuff that the film that they were making with Gareth Edwards was far superior to the one that ended up coming out that when he got replaced with Tony Gilroy. So I'm hyped that he's getting to do this project. I hope ends up blowing up for him and it's a huge success. It looks fantastic.
86 million
on that budget. It looks fantastic on that budget for sure.
It looks better than any Marvel movie. The CG looks better than any Marvel movie for $300 million.
It looks better than CGI and Flash for sure.
I can get this camera
and
with
Ant-Man Quantumania.
I can get that camera with one of the best lenses in the world for $6,000.
Oh wow!
I'm like actually thinking about it right now.
That's what I was saying. I was looking it up here, and I'm like, "What the hell are you looking at?" Because I see it for like pretty cheap. But yeah, once you get to the more fancier versions, I see here, but you need lens. You need all the stuff that goes with it. You body only, you can get it for about $4,000, but you've got to get all the stuff that makes it work. So body only,
especially if you're shooting a film.
Yeah.
Still though, madness.
It's still cheap.
Madness.
I can't, because a good cinema camera, like a raw camera, was usually cost you like $10,000 or more, like $12,000. It's like nuts.
Yeah, they're bloody expensive. Doug VA Loves Horror, $1.99 says best Neil Blomkamp movie in years. So true, Tom. I still say that's a compliment.
It is a compliment. That's not.
I don't mean it as a negative. I mean, I actually like all of Blomkamp's films I've seen. I'm not even somebody who hates. I actually kind of liked Chappie quite a bit, even though I know it's basically, Short Circuit meets RoboCop. That's fine with me. I didn't have a problem with that.
Who's the other freak show that does stuff like that? That's just crazy.
I don't know offhand.
I'll get the name in my head in a minute. But yeah.
Anyway,
I'm impressed.
That's wonderful. September 29th, guys. I want you.
Creator is the name of it.
You can. I want you watching opening weekend if you can.
The fight against AI.
The Creator.
The Creator. I just from an artistic perspective, I think that's going to blow everyone away from the cinematography level. So I'm looking forward to it. I thought we'd end on a nice positive note.